So you're getting sued though.
Yes, I am.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Is this the second time you've been sued?
Well, the first time it's just like an email of a complaint, but they put there that I live in the Philippines. It's a different MLM. And then my lawyers were like, yeah, it's not gonna fly because I mean it's a lie, right?
Yeah.
So after that it never amounted to anything. But right now I have like 40 pages. Like I don't know if you can see this guys. Like 40 pages of garbage.
And this is a lawsuit though this time.
It is a lawsuit.
Yeah,
legit.
it is a lawsuit.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have to show up? Do you have to fly there? Can you zoom into these lawsuits?
Well, I received the subpoena like a week after I was supposed to go there. So yeah,
I would have gone.
Yeah, for those of you who are just joining, Elaine does like MLM scam reviews. She's from the Philippines. She lives now in the United States, and you cover it for both a Filipino audience and an American audience. And you've been basically harassed by these companies not once, but now, a few times. And now they've gone actually out and they've sued you. So we're having you on to support you, to show people to your channel, which is Invested Lifestyle, where you cover all these like scams and frauds and stuff. But just walk us through. So first of all, who is IMG? I know there's some stuff you can't say, but just tell us a little bit about this company that we're talking about here that has sued you.
So everyone in America, and Canada, I guess, knows WFG, World Financial Group. It's the one that Marco like exposed.
Oh yeah,
you're right.
Oh yeah.
And then this is their Philippine version.
Right.
So they're like affiliated.
Same people involved? Did someone go over there and make it? That's
so
sad.
It's the exact same thing, like the jackets, like the compensation plan. The only difference is in WFG you have to be licensed to sell insurance. Over there I don't know how they skirt it, but they are not licensed in like the company itself is licensed, but the agents are not. So I don't know how they do that. Like maybe independent contractor.
Yeah, I mean, it's Philippines.
Yeah.
It's just different legal system.
Yeah, so they do like the WFG, they say like, oh, we're gonna get our mission is to provide financial education, and then when you
financial education.
Yeah, and then when
that.
you go there, they're gonna like sell their stuff to you, right?
Yeah.
Like they have mutual funds, insurance. And then after that, they're gonna say, oh, if you sell this insurance, or if you invite people, not sell insurance, invite people and we sell them insurance, then you're gonna get this commission, and then you'll become a marketing director, senior marketing director, and so on and so forth. So what's funny is they're suing me for calling them an MLM. They're saying they're not an MLM.
But aren't they an MLM though?
They are. They're saying they're an insurance broker, and they gave me like their license as an insurance broker. But they're saying, "Oh, I'm an insurance broker. I'm not an MLM." But they're doing their compensation plan is MLM. So it's so confusing.
Yeah. That you can. That's like that would be like Herbalife saying they're not an MLM. Yeah. They're a shake company.
Exactly.
In America, you're not allowed to say a pyramid scheme. Like they in America, if you even talk about, if you say pyramid, they say, no, we are legally defined now as a multi-level marketing company. And then they're always trying to change that rule too. And it is this, the devil's in the details, because the legalities are too tricky and people don't get it. But essentially, these guys are operating like an MLM.
Yeah, I never call people like pyramid schemes, because I know that if you call them pyramid schemes, you have to prove that they're pyramid schemes. But they are an MLM. Like, I'm just pointing out the obvious. They are an MLM. I don't know what's wrong with that, right? It's legal.
Yeah.
Like,
is that what they're actually suing you for? What are like the charges or whatever?
Yeah, we got to read some of these charges. They're so funny.
Okay, if you go even in my about tab, they say on her about tab of her video blog, She insisted to be a multi. She insisted that IMG is an MLM, which victimizes their members. So I don't know if no, they were saying like in my about tab in my channel,
Yeah. Which
like
nobody reads the about tab, guys. Come on. You know how many YouTubers have the about tab from when they were 10 years old? You can't go in on, you can't attack a YouTuber on their about.
Yeah,
If
hold on.
we're getting attacked on the about page, we're all.
Where is it? Where is it?
that's the thing. I said in my video, it's either one of us doesn't know how to read.
Yeah, it's not there even.
Oh, it's not even there what they said you said?
Yeah.
Did you
says
change it?
here.
Did you change it after they said this?
I never changed it. That's why I'm so confused.
Yeah. Yeah, at first you're like, oh, did I say that in the about
I
page?
was like, did I say that? Okay, and then they're saying that I attack WFGs and IMGs by extensions reputation by calling it shady.
Wait, they threw WFG in there too in their
Yeah,
lawsuit.
yeah,
I
they
didn't see
also-
that. Wow.
Yeah,
That's so silly.
and then they said I pedally
Burger,
picked
Benny-
on IMG's green jacket without any apparent relevant
but
additional
that's-
value to meaningful, because I said that jacket is so ugly that it's
That's where they start getting petty. It's like, guys, maybe you're just running a scam, right? Like maybe it's
Oh my
just a scam
God.
too. They just won't give up, man. These guys are sharks.
Yeah. And then they do like yeah, so look at that. So in order for you to have a green jacket, you have to recruit like 100 people under you.
Yeah, I'm
so
trying
no
to
wonder
look. This is the
they're pissed.
compensation plan. This is the promotion guidelines or whatever.
No wonder they're these people sold 100. They sold 100 people on this scam, and then you're like, the jacket's
Oh yeah,
like,
here's the jacket.
Hey!
Here's the jacket over here. Green
ugly?
jacket. Oh my gosh, dude.
They said they're not an MLM because there's no circles, you know. Oh, we don't have circles, you know, when they do like
When they do their charts,
yeah.
they're like, we don't have the circle chart. We don't have the
Yeah,
circle
so we're
chart.
not an MLM.
What a weird lawsuit. Like, how much money does it cost them to come after you like this? Because everything I read in your thing was like, they're all like, they're petty. They're like meaningless things. Like they're catching you on like technicalities. Like, oh, she said. I didn't even realize that you didn't even have it in your description. I just thought you had it there, because you have been pissed at them. So maybe I thought you had it.
Even when I say allegedly, they're saying that I'm saying it's a fact. And I'm like, do you even know the meaning of allegedly? Like, really? They say in the lawsuit that I say allegedly.
Wow.
They all-
What court? What court is this going to be in? Is this like a Filipino court or is this?
So this
an
is the thing.
American
Yeah,
court?
it is a Filipino court, but you know there's jurisdiction, right? So the thing is, they said I'm Filipino in the lawsuit. They said
Right.
I'm a Filipino citizen, but I'm not. And I tell them,
You got the American citizenship?
yeah, I tell them I'm American citizen,
Thank God.
like
God is
for
great.
years,
God is
and
great.
then because the courts won't accept it. Like
Get the citizenship. I know some people from India too. They don't get the citizenship. They're being stubborn. They're proud. Get the citizenship.
Yeah,
Lock it in.
Yeah.
You don't need this
Can
shit
you
over your
dual
shoulder.
citizenship or do you have to revoke?
Go fully.
Me
Yeah.
or Amish? Yeah, I can do dual if I want to.
Okay.
Why do dual
Yeah.
though? If you have American, you are an American citizen isn't effectively a dual citizen of the world. Like you're.
Wow, Amish, you're so
Go wherever
pro-America
you
here, dude. It's so unlike you.
can- listen, man. If you can get the American one, get it and you just rule the world. Like you have a higher status than other. The dual shit. Even I'm like, stop with dual. What are you thinking?
Wow.
Get the full thing. Because you know, even in Canada, there's this guy who did something like during the first Iraq War. I think his name was Arar, and he had dual citizenship in Iraq. So some American like border guards were like, "Yeah, send him to Iraq." He got tortured for like 2 years. Don't risk it. Get the full American. Get the full Canadian.
Yeah, because like one of the journalists in the Philippines is dual citizen, American and Filipino, and she's like, she has a lot of lawsuits. Like she was sued.
What is up
like-
with all the lawsuits in the Philippines?
Exactly, because it's so easy. In the cyber libel in the Philippines, it doesn't have to be proven if it's true or false. Even if it's true, you will still go to jail, like 12 years.
Oh, it's
12 years
false.
in-
Even if it's false.
If it's
sorry,
false.
even
Oh, what you said was true. Even if what you said was true.
Yeah, even what you said was true.
So
Then-
if you defame, quote unquote, defame somebody, but what you said is actually true, in the Philippines you still can go to jail. That's what you're telling me.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
for 12 years.
Get the citizenship. No duel.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's gonna fly because they lied in
Dumb.
the filing. So they also said, wait for it, that they suing me because I say they suck. So I said
Yeah, that's
MLM
petty.
sucks, and they said that since I think they're an MLM, that they suck, but they're not an MLM.
Oh, but if they're not an MLM, then they don't suck.
Yeah. So you
That's
see,
funny.
It is very
it's
petty.
like mental gymnastics.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's also like this claims that I claim that they're weirdos, and that if you join an MLM, you're as good as a leper. I can't-
You're asked her to what?
you're as good as a leper, like, because
You
when
said
you're
that.
yeah, because when you're in an MLM, if I see someone, like in my experience, and they're in an MLM, I'll be like, ugh. Like yeah.
Yeah, you don't want them infiltrating the crew. You don't want them coming to the like. If you
Well,
have a
it's-
good crew and it's a good vibe, you don't want some idiot coming over and be like, "Oh, buy my vitamin pills."
Yeah.
No way, dude. We got a good vibe here.
You guys know what they call them internally in the MLM space, right? They call it you join the NFL, the No Friends Left Club. Because
Oh,
you go
they're
after all your friends, you get them to try to get them to all join, and no, everyone hates you. I had
Yeah.
so many friends who were into MLMs.
Yeah.
And do you talk about them in the group chat, or you see, like, they're
Well,
inviting me?
honestly, I don't talk to them very often. You just don't want to talk. I mean, this is just my experience. If somebody
see?
joins an MLM, you don't want to
Yeah.
talk to them because every chance they get, they're going to tell you that your financial opportunity is with them and da 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 with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, my sister-
I told you they tried to recruit me into ACN, the Trump one, before Trump ever ran for office, the one
Right.
that Trump was all involved in.
Yeah, yeah.
ACN.
He bought it. He stopped paying them out once he bought it. He just stopped paying out the commission checks and stuff like that. There's a whole
Did
documentary
he
about that.
buy ACN? No, I thought he had two of them, Trump Network
Okay,
and
so-
then ACN too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe that was Trump Network. But either way, he didn't pay any money for it. He basically said, "I'll buy you by giving you $5 million of me saying positive stuff about you." Like, he does a lot of buys like this, where he's like, "I'll do a buy, but my money's going to come in the value of me
Oh my
saying nice things about you, which is worth $2 million of an appearance." So he basically charged, like, I don't know which one it was, but one of those, he didn't give him any money.
Well,
He just came in. He's like, "I want to be a part owner of this," and
Oh.
he's like, "Here's what I'll give you."
all I remember was that ACN was like, we'll give everybody cheaper electricity and we'll give everybody cheaper water and cheaper. They had like their business model was all the products, like we sell everything, and we sell
Right.
it cheaper. And then so I'd go to my friends, I go like, how much does it cost? And it was always way more. It's like they had an ACN like phone plan. They're like, it's way cheaper. And they go, how much do you currently pay? And I tell them, and they go, really? That's shockingly low, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually less than I pay for my phone plan. And I was like,
You
yeah.
said you gotta go. Like, hey, where'd you get your phone plan then?
Yeah,
I gotta get your you
they're like,
go to
I
sell
go to
them. And they're
Verizon.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's so
no.
funny
Yeah.
if you're trying to sell an MLM and you just like run into a cheap guy, like a cheap person, and they just everything they go. You could convert your whole life over to what they're doing. That's what we should be doing.
Can I tell you one thing that happened? So like, I lived at a house and they had this was like for an internship. I was going to Houston to go to this internship, and I lived in a house with a bunch of dudes, just like a college house basically. All of them have basically been recruited by this scheme. So there was like probably 5 of us in this house. 3 of them are involved in the ACN like thing. So as part of ACN, as part of the package, you get an automatic subscription to something called Success Magazine.
Oh
Okay?
yeah.
Have you ever
I'm
heard of
familiar.
Success Magazine?
You know who wrote that? The guy Darren Hardy. No. You know who wrote that? It's the guy who wrote the one thing. He's like a famous guy. He's a big name in the self-help community, and he does ads to me when I have ads running. But yeah, no, this guy's a big player, dude. Success Magazine.
It's just it's just a bunch of these like Tony Robbins hustle type people. Like here we go. Here I'll show you guys a photo of it. So just imagine this. So you get a automatic subscription to Success Magazine. So one day, this is I think right after I got promoted or whatever, I come home and the mail had just come and there were 3 identical magazines to Success. So there's 3 identical, unopened, unread Success magazines, all like sent out to these guys, and every one of them are some of the least successful people I know. And that's when I knew it was a hustle. That's when I knew it was a hustle. Because I was like, this is ridiculous. It's all a bunch of successful magazines going to a bunch of unsuccessful people.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
it's
my
useless.
gosh.
It is such and it is a feeding thing for the MLMs. Like that's where I bet half of the articles, because anyone I know who's gone, like my friend went to just to cover it for Vice. He was working for Vice at the time, this comedian, and he went to the Wealth Expo, Toronto Wealth Expo. So he was saying the Toronto Wealth Expo, he didn't pay because he got in with Vice, but everyone paid like $4,000, $5,000 to go. And the whole thing was just other people selling you to go to their Success Expo. So it's like,
that's all it is.
So everyone's just like, you go to the Success Expo. You're like, teach me how to be successful. Each speaker is like, you want to be successful? Come to Success
That's
Expo.
literally what these are, though. These like pitch seminars. That's literally what it is. They go, we'll go give you you'll pay, you'll come. And then what the thing is a bunch of pitches for the other things.
That's what Success Magazine is too. Like I've seen the Success Magazine. Every article you read it and you're like, it starts with like 3 ways to make sure your productivity is da da da. As you go through the article, the person's pitching their like course, and there's like a link, and then at the end they're like, make sure you get my course, and then you could learn it yourself, like whatever. And they have like a 200. They usually have a $200 offering.
Oh my!
They have like a $5,000. You want to go 200, 2,000, 5,000. That seems to be the formula. Even Tony Robbins got the $5,000 classes. Still.
Yeah.
Big money.
The worst thing is I might lose because for the default judgment.
Wow, because you can't go. Because you can't go. Oh my God.
But the thing is,
what would that mean? What would that mean, though?
Yeah, does that?
You're wanted. You're wanted in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay, take down the video.
Yes. No. So the thing is this. It happened before, like back in 2009. Like this American author said something about this Saudi like oligarch or prince, and then the prince sued her in the UK, and then she lost by default, and then they wanted to enforce it in the US. So the Congress, hey, I'm pro-America, right?
You gotta say it off the top.
Congress wanted to protect American citizens from this libel tourism because, like, Brian Rose can just sue you in the UK, you know, and then
don't give me any ideas, okay?
Oh my God!
And no, but
Coffeezilla ruined my life.
No, they can't enforce it because like the law says any libel lawsuits that's not as powerful as our First Amendment cannot be enforced by the U.S.
And God is great. And God is great. That's why you got it. You got to get the full citizenship.
So they can't enforce it here, but I can't go back if I get convicted. Well, I'm not planning to go back anyway.
Honestly, this will be a good excuse. Like someone in your family is gonna be like, "Hey, I'm getting married next week," and you don't want to go to the wedding anyway. But maybe you're like, "Yeah, I got the lawsuit."
I'm wanted actually in the Philippines. Can't do it.
I want to come.
Wow, what a story you have here.
Exactly, but I think this is also because I'm allegedly, like some of my subscribers saying that I'm actually included in their orientation now. Like they say, oh, you know this girl talking shit about us.
Dude.
We already sued her. So
yo, you think Steven's in? Steven, if you're not in some of these videos, they got to put you in the training video. They got to have a warning. If you see these two, don't give any information.
We're already disclaimers, you know.
Dude, I feel like it'd be Marco. It wouldn't be me. It'd be Elaine and Marco.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't been in the MLM game in a while. Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Marco is doing a video about WFG. Again, that's what he said in his channel. So let's wait for that. But I'm just saying that if I get convicted and because of the default judgment, they can tell their people like, oh, you know, she's a criminal. Don't listen to her, you know.
Right, because they say we already won. They can.
Right.
That's wild.
They say criminal. Oh my God.
Let me ask you. So, I know Doc Adam.
Yeah.
He's also been sued in the Philippines. Didn't he actually quit because he was like tired of all the stuff? Do you know what happened there?
So Doc Adam is like in a hiatus because he needed to focus on Farah, right? Like his lawsuit there because he's fighting it. So it's not like I don't know if he's coming back. I hope he comes back, but he still makes videos about Doc Farah because she's still she's still like free to give like these advices. One, so the FDA already sent the letter because I sent a letter to the FDA saying that she's making these drug claims,
Mm-hmm.
and the FDA like sent her like a notice, a violation notice, and then like she was forced to like remove all the um claims in her supplements, like, oh, this can cure cancer or whatever. And then she says like in her things now it says it's not a drug, blah blah
Right.
blah. But she makes videos saying, "Oh, I might get sued." She makes videos, whatever.
Yeah.
She makes videos saying that it's true. Oh, don't even mind like the if it says it's not for pregnant women and children, it's just because of the FDA. I drink it when I'm pregnant. I give it to children.
Oh my gosh.
No, these people are psychos. These people are maniacs.
So it's
They
like,
don't care.
yeah, like Doc Adam can't just let her do this, you know? So
Yeah.
she quit other content. She's focusing on this.
The pills
Or
only.
he
Oh, he's-
Oh
yeah.
my
Doc Adam.
gosh. So he's like on a one-man crusade.
He is. And it's like you. The government should be doing this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the government
Yeah.
should be looking at blockchains. Not us. Like
I know.
Why?
I know. I don't have time to do it. I get
Why are you
tired.
doing
I'm
this?
exhausted.
yeah. You see, I saw your thumbnail like before YouTube, like, and then after YouTube. That's also me. Like I looked at my past videos and I said, "Oh, I look so fresh." But now I'm like, "Oh my god, my bags are showing and everything. It's so stressful." And I was watching your video about when you got the cease and desist. It's so funny because they're also saying that, "Oh, she's only doing this for the money, for the views." For
Oh my gosh,
clickbait."
there's so yeah. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's so
crazy.
funny when people say that because I'm like, it'd be so much easier for me to go start some scam coin or something. Yeah.
Hey, Steven's getting rich. He's the real con artist. The
Oh
real
my
con artist,
God.
Steven Coffeezilla. Getting rich,
Yeah.
telling you can't make it.
I
and that's
literally
$1 big
yeah.
bucks.
There have been
Crazy.
so many times where like there's so many easy ways to make money if you have no
This is
morals.
like the hardest way to make
Honestly,
money.
it's so hard to make money, and you have the threat of these people, lawsuits, cease and desist, whatever crazy shit they want to do. You are messing with their money that they seem to be getting
Yeah,
easily.
we pay-
and now
yeah.
they're like, fight. Let's
We
fight.
pay an insane amount for
Yeah.
legal stuff, legal
Exactly.
insurance, all that kind of
Oh
stuff.
my God.
It's it's a nightmare.
And yeah,
But it's worth it to do it because I believe
it's
in
worth
it.
it. Like, but not money wise, because like sponsors doesn't want to work with you because you're
Yeah.
too controversial. You know.
They don't want to touch it. Nobody wants. It's awkward. We want to stay
Yeah.
positive. Like
Yeah, but-
TV suffers from this too. Like TV, it's so easy to just go and tell a TV exec. We were just talking about this. So easy to go and tell a TV exec, like, hey, this is going to bother the White House and they won't come back to do an interview, or this is going to bother this sponsor who also owns this. And TV people just kind of go, well, I want to make my show, so just rewrite it, rewrite it around whatever.
Rewrite
you
it.
Yeah.
Wow, that is wild.
That's so wild. And you said, can we see this green jacket though? Because like honestly, like we should call it ugly officially. We should stand with Elaine and be like, this is a piece of shit jacket.
No, wait a second. I'm not trying to get
100
sued
sales?
by IMG.
100 sales now, you get the green
They're gonna-
jacket.
they're gonna-
Allegedly,
They're gonna say Amish and
Like-
Coffeezilla are Filipino citizens.
Well, I'm just gonna say it's allegedly ugly. I'm gonna call it allegedly ugly. Oh, this is the green jacket. They think,
Yeah.
what, they think
Yeah.
they won the golf tour.
I hate it. It looks weird to me.
Oh, green for the money, baby. It's green for the money.
Yeah, that's also WFG's jacket. So
Right.
yeah,
Well,
and
sorry. Go ahead.
what? Yeah, and it's also like they say because they've been in business for 20 years.
Okay.
And they're saying, because I said 99% of people lose money in MLM, right?
Right.
They're like, oh no, that's not true. But if you're there 20 years, I did the math, and the only way that you won't recruit the whole world is if people only recruit one or zero. That's the only way the
Yeah.
math
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Like if
That's
they're all
standard.
making money. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And I've seen in like 6 documentaries, and the guy that Marco just interviewed, he was in the LuLaRoe documentary. He does this math over and over again. I can't get it through to people who believe in this shit, because I have family who are like, no, you can make money, you sell this, and you do this. And I always try to show that clip where it's like, in order for this, like, this is a statistical impossibility. It's not gonna work. There's no way.
Yeah. And I didn't even ruin their reputation, because they're saying, oh, because of this video, our reputation are ruined. Because I also have proof that they've been making video for years, like saying like, oh, people say we're a scam. This is why we're not a scam. People saying we're MLM.
Yeah, they've had these.
like,
You're saying they've had these accusations out there.
Yeah, like that is your. Why would they make videos about that? Like that was before I made YouTube video, so it won't fly in the US. But like what I said, in the Philippines, I can't go there, so I can't defend myself.
That's so
That's
sad.
crazy.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
You can't go back to the Philippines. Oh my God. And they're suing you. What? Okay. So this is another question now that I have for you. What? So in their lawsuit,
Yeah.
they said you called our jacket ugly. Screw you. You called whatever it is. What's this like? She defamed us and WFG. Like, why include WFG? Do you think? Like, are they really connected, or did one guy go over? Like, what's this weird thing?
That's their parent company, WFG.
So
and
maybe
also
owned or
because I also defamed their jacket, because they have the same jacket.
It's the jacket's what got under the WFG skin. The WFG guy called IMF guy and said, yo, drop a heater on this shit.
Oh my gosh.
I made 100 goddamn sales for that jacket. We're gonna talk shit about my jacket. So stupid, dude. It's ridiculous.
It is so ridiculous. Like, and also, like, it's my opinion. Like, how can they
Yeah.
imagine them in court with a jury, and
Yeah.
they're gonna say, oh, this is why our jacket is not ugly. This is why Elaine is lying.
It's very
You know?
Kanye.
Yeah, like
Very Kanye. Yeah.
It's very Kanye. It's a little petty. It's a little ridiculous. It's like, what do you mean? Like, you're suing. You're getting other adults involved.
Another thing is they don't put damages. Like, you know how they say, oh, this is how much you'll pay me. They didn't put anything. Like, oh, she just defamed me. But
You can't put a number on the attacks you've done, Elaine. The attacks you've done are priceless. There are millions of dollars of emotional damage on these jackets. You can't talk shit, and you, of course.
So can you even do that? I don't know. In your experience, I mean, Amish hasn't had like a cease and desist or like about you.
Thank God.
Yeah, but don't they say, oh, millions of dollars in damages? Or
Usually you'd
something?
say damages, but like I don't know how the Filipino courts work. You'd know way more than I would. So that's the part that's really weird. My guess is they're just trying to get some kind of judgment against you, like you said, just so they can, because they know they're never going to collect. But so that basically they can say that you're like discredited, you're whatever, so they can just keep pushing this stuff. I mean, this is really wild. It's scary that like America, and I guess there are a few other countries, but America is one of the safest places where you can just talk about people, big businesses, without fear of reprisal, or I should say, like, you have a better shot. Whereas all these other countries, it's like stacked. The deck is stacked in the favor of the businesses who are just oh, you're damaging my brand, even if it's true. So it's completely insane.
Exactly. And they deny it even though it's so obvious. Like, you're not an MLM. Really? What is this? Like, multi-level compensation plan.
You're doing God's work.
That is God's work. That's
golly.
amazing.
Our Filipino foreign correspondent.
Yeah, you gotta come back.
I'm a scammer. Gonna rip you off, take you down.